And good evening once again, friends, and welcome to Hastings Stadium. I'm Neil Shrivastava, welcoming you into some inter-county action between the Welland Jackfish and your Guelph Royals. This is the umpires and managers exchanging pleasantries as we're getting ready to get first pitch underway in a few seconds here. As Dino Ramel and the Royals will look to jump up the standings a little bit. The Welland Jackfish have secured first place in the IBL. All they're doing now is just playing out the string for the last 3 games of their season. They're at 29-10, and their second consecutive John Copas Memorial Trophy for finishing first in the pennant championships. And we're going to take a brief pause in the action while the anthems play through, and we'll come back and introduce the starting lineup for the Jackfish. And welcome back to Hastings Stadium. Hector Yan taking the baseball here for the Royals. Be tasked with taking on the ever dangerous Welland Jackfish. Moving leading off is Jonah Weisner, the third baseman. Gio Morello is batting second in center field. Jake Sanford in left is batting third. Robert Mullen, the catcher, is batting fourth. Mateo Porcelado is batting fifth in right field. Steve Moretto is back at first base, batting sixth. In the lineup, Dawson Tweed, of course, he's having a great season himself, is batting seventh at second base. Tyler DePley, the shortstop, TD6, is batting eighth. And Ethan Hunt is doing the DHing tonight for the Jackfish. And Brandon Underhill, a.k.a. Gumby, on the hill for the Welland Jackfish. Yan, of course, will be tasked with trying to keep the Jackfish off the scoreboard as long as possible. The Royals come into action having not scored against these Jackfish in 26 consecutive innings. So they've got their work cut out for it. The defensive lineup for the Royals in the outfield. We got Ethan Hammond in left field. We got Ashton Patterson in center field. Andy Leaders in right. Third base tonight is J.D. Williams. Shortstop Connor Morrow. Garrett Takamatsu at second base. And Josh Garrett at first. And Torres behind the plate to catch Yan here as we get underway, as Yan is now finishing up his warm-up pitches. But again, thank you for all the well wishes, the DMs, everything, the messages. I sincerely appreciate it. The whole family appreciates it. We missed you guys, and we're not 100%, but we're here tonight, and we're just thankful to be here. And really do appreciate everybody and all their concern in the last month or so. We've missed it, and yeah, it gave me quite the scare. But we're here, and we're back to doing what we love doing, and that's calling some baseball. As Wisner's going to lead things off. Wisner, of course, batting .408 in the regular season so far. Doesn't have enough bats to qualify as far as the league leaders, but he's very close. Jan gets a baseball he likes, looks in for the sign from Torres as Wisner steps in the box. First pitch will be 7:36 if you're scoring at home. And that first pitch isn't in there for a ball. Plate umpires Ryan Herron, Jeff Rose is at first base, and Danton Newell is at third tonight. We're taking care of all the required elements in the first inning, and that pitch misses inside. The Wisner count now 2-0. That one sails outside, quickly 3-0 to Wisner. That one's called a strike, and Ryan Harrison's got a strike call here. Count now 3-1 on Wisner. Gio Morello waiting on deck, followed by Jake Sanford. As Wisner gives a ride to one here in the right field, and the leader's going to look and watch this one go over the fence. It's 1-0 for the Jackfish after one at bat. Jonah Wisner with the solo blast into the bullpen, and the Jackfish have got an early lead. Ball got up on the zone there, and Wisner made him pay for it. Gio Morello, who's been hitting the ball pretty well himself now, will come to bat. 316 on the season. Guess he got the silent treatment going in the dugout. That one's in there for a called strike. That one misses upstairs for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. On Morello. Jan gets a sign from Torres. 1-1 offering. In the dirt for a ball. Now count now 2-1. Jan again from the stretch. 2-1 offering. Swung on and missed by Morello for strike two. Torres had to bail out a little bit there. Got the baseball. Morello hands him back his glove. And we'll get set again at 2-2. That one misses inside. Run the count to full here on Morello. Strike three called. Morello did not like that call. He does a little dub step down the line, and then he'll go back after having a few words with the plate umpire. How very appropriate. We got Can't Touch This playing in the background when Morello's dancing down the line. Called strike three. One away now. Jake Sanford now the batter. Leads the league with a .381 average now. He's starting to tear the cover off the baseball even more than he was in the first half. Those loud outs he was hitting earlier are now finding the way over the fence. Up to 3 home runs on the season. This one's popped in the air. Patterson gives this one chase. He runs it down in the outfield for the second out. F8 goes your put out for out number 2. Robert Mullen now the catcher. Will be the batter. Mullen leads the league in RBIs right now. Having another outstanding season since being released from the Frontier League. Of course, a former London Major, was instrumental in their playoff wins a couple years back. Jumps on the first pitch he sees, but Patterson tracks this one down, and he's retired on the F8 inning over. Jackfish do strike first on the home run by Jonah Weisner. Lead this one 1-0. You're watching Royals TV on YouTube. Bottom of the first inning here at David A. Hastings Stadium. I'm Neil Sriwathwa. Thank you so much for tuning in on Royals TV. Guelph Royals finding themselves behind in the scoreboard 1-0 as the Jackfish scored early here. Thanks to the solo blast by Jonah Weisner in the top half of the first inning. Let's go through the batting order for your Guelph Royals. Andy Leader will lead things off. He's in right field. Connor Morrow batting second. He is the shortstop tonight. Franklin Torres is batting third. He's doing the catching. Garrett Takamatsu in his usual fourth spot is at second base. J.D. Williams is batting in fifth. At third base tonight, Josh Garton back in the lineup. He's batting sixth. Drew Durst is the designated hitter, number 25. He's batting seventh. Ethan Hammond is batting eighth in left field, and Ashton Patterson is in the 9th spot and in center field, and Hector Yan, of course, on the hill. Brandon Underhill, who got the win against the Royals his last time out, an absolute stellar performance. They nicknamed him Gumby, and I can see why, even back to his Brock Badgers days, where he just pitched almost consistently almost every game whenever called upon. And thank you so much to the Jackfish fans for tuning in as well. Not sure where that audio came from, but Leader fouls off the first offering for strike one. Underhill gets the sign from Mullen. His own offering. This is outside for a ball. He needs to count at 1-1. Leader coming into action, batting .230 on the season. Been slumping a little bit at the plate, but of course that could be the fact that he didn't start till the middle of June. Pops this one up in the air, but that's going to go foul behind us. The count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. No problems for the nice, clear broadcast. We're trying our best. Again, congratulations to the Jackfish and their organization. Jason McKay, Ryan Harrison had a great conversation with them Sunday night via text messages, and they were ribbing me like they always do. But congratulations to them all on a very valiant effort to repeat as pennant champions. A lot of hard work and a lot of effort behind the scenes, a lot of volunteer hours, Stuff that a lot of people don't completely see on the field or off the field, but it takes an army to put this thing together. 2-2 offering from Underhill on the leader. Is fouled away, and we'll do it again at 2-2. But the Jackfish just waiting to find out who they're playing. It's either going to be Kitchener or Brantford unless something drastic happens in the standings the last couple of days. But they will finish first. They get home field advantage throughout the playoffs, so the pond will be full many times in the postseason. That one misses low. Now run the count to full at 3-2. Underhill just looks like he's trying to get loose out here, too. A lot of arm movement just trying to get the body going here. His 3-2 offering is fouled away again, and we'll do it again at 3-2. Three-two offering once again is fouled away. Leader stays alive here. Now 9 pitches into this at bat. Sam, thank you so much. And Sean, thank you as well. It's good to be back, even if it's just for a couple innings here and there. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Dupuis up with it. He'll throw to first and get Leader in time. 6-3 goes your put out, one away. Gonna bring up Connor Morrow, the shortstop, batting .307 on the year. Little conversation between Morrow and Leader as he comes to the plate. Leader just passing on some information where it was, location-wise, what to look for. But Connor Morrow, an always dangerous hitter on in his own right. First pitch from Underhill misses outside for ball one. So if we sound rusty, my apologies. It's been about a month since we called a baseball game. That one's fouled away. And the count is even 1-1. Haven't been cleared to make too much travel plans, so we'll be sticking close to home for the next little while. I'm sure Jenny, who's watching down in the row and a half in front of me, would probably bite my head off if I said I had any intention to take any road trip here. So Morrow gives this one a ride to left field, fairly deep. Left fielder looking back, and that one is gone. Connor Morrow with a solo blast to tie the ball game, and more importantly, end that goose egg the Welland Jackfish been holding over the Royals for 26 innings. 1-1 is your tie ball game. Underhill's pitch was just a little too high in the zone. Morrow got underneath it and lofted out of here in a hurry for a 1-1 tie here. And that'll bring up the catcher, Franklin Torres. Torres comes into action, batting .309 on the season. Underhill's first offering is called strike one on the other half to Torres. So a flock of birds just went flying over the head. Low flying birds, no less. A one offering from Underhill is in there for a called strike two, and the count is quickly 0-2 on Torres. Torres will be followed by Garrett Takematsu. J.D. Williams waiting in the hole should the inning go that far. One away here in the home half of the first and a 1-1 tie. Ball misses outside. Count now 1-2 on Torres. Underhill just doesn't look like he got loose effectively in the bullpen. Doesn't seem like he's his normal self out there. That one misses outside for a ball, and the count is 2-2. That one misses low, and the count will run to full on Torres. 3-2. Underhill goes to work on this baseball again. Four-toeing the rubber. Torres back in the box. Underhill gets a sign from Mullen. 3-2 offering. His line past the shortstop into the hole. Torres will be aboard with a one-out single. Going to bring up Garrett Takamatsu with one on and one away here. Pair of solo home runs responsible in each half of the inning so far. One by Weisner for the Jackfish. One by Connor Morrow to even the score here in the home half of the first here. Would not be surprised to see the Jackfish kind of flip the lineup a little bit more often tonight, Thursday night, and of course on the weekend as well. With everything locked up for them, other than setting a new franchise record for wins, wouldn't be surprised to get some guys some rest here. Underhill's first offering is swung on and missed by Takamatsu. Takamatsu batting .289 on the season. Former Rookie of the Year, former IBL MVP as well. Underhill, a one offering. Is fouled away by Takamatsu, runs the count to 0-2. J.D. Williams waiting on deck. He's playing third base tonight. That one misses upstairs for a ball. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes on Takamatsu. Fans still piling into the stands here at Hastings Stadium on a beautiful Tuesday night. 25 degrees Celsius was the game time temperature. 23 now. As the sun is going down here. Takamatsu swings and misses. He goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. J.D. Williams with the batter now. Williams batting .340 on the season. Looks like he's a little more ginger on his feet tonight. Could just supposed to be the batting pad too. This is the time of year you got a lot of nagging injuries though. Underhill's first offering misses upstairs for ball 1. Williams hits one of the shortstop or third baseman up to second base. They'll get the force out, and that's going to end the inning. Give Williams the fielder's choice. Royals do rally to tie the ball game on the solo blast by Connor Morrow. We're at a 1-1 tie as we head to the top of the second inning when we come back after the break. Top of the second inning here at David E. Hastings Stadium. Thank you so much for tuning in on Royals TV. I'm Neil Srivastawa. We're in a 1-1 tie. We look quickly at the Rawlings out-of-town scoreboard. Of course, the game everybody else in the league is looking at is going underway at Jack Couch Park in Kitchener. Brantford Red Sox striking early in the first inning, leading the Kitchener Panthers 1-0. Top of the second inning at Bernie Arbor Stadium in Hamilton. London Majors 3, Hamilton Cardinals no score. Of course, Majors and Royals tied for third heading to action tonight. Both teams looking to get some victories. Of course, we have a 3-game series against each other to the middle of this week here. Tomorrow night, of course, is the opener of that game. The Majors in here take on the Royals. Game time is 7:30 p.m. Friday night, the Royals in London, 7:35 start. And, of course, Saturday night, back here at Hastings Stadium, the last home game of the season for the Royals against the Majors. That's a 7:30 start as well. The Royals do have one more game on Sunday afternoon in Brantford at 2 o'clock. But hopefully by that time they'll know who they're playing and when the postseason is going to start here. Of course, the Royals have clinched home field advantage for the first round. Now it's just a matter of figuring out where they're going to finish, either second, third, or fourth. Barrie, London, and Guelph in a very tightly contested race for the for the rights for second place. Barrie does have a 1-game lead currently, but the Royals and Majors, like I said, they have 5 games this week to make up. So lots of baseball for both of those teams. 2-1 offering is in there for a called strike on Mateo Porcelato. Porcelato batting .309 on the season. Jan gets a sign from Torres. That one misses inside. And the count now 3-2. Porcelato thought that was ball 4. Almost started to head down the line. (3-2) offering is fouled away, and Porcelato stays alive at 3-2. That one goes off the backstop here. And we're like looking here, and my producer Jacob Chappelle beside me putting up his fin. He missed it by that much. That camera is going to get dinged one of these times. It's going to be expensive when it does. I may cry. Jan gets another baseball from the plate umpire Ryan Herron. I never understood the plexiglass behind the plate here, but I guess the city decided to try that. It used to have a metal screen there, so I can understand why they got the plexiglass a little better. Grounded at Takamatsu. He'll field it on the hop. Throw to Garden in time. 4-3 goes to put out. There's one away here in the second inning. Moretto back in the lineup. His average down to .220 on the year, but always a dangerous home run threat. Gets a hold of this one. Patterson charging hard in center field. He is going to get it on the run, and Moretto's retired on the F8 for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Dawson Tweet now, the second baseman. Tweet having a great season. .341 on the year. That one's called a strike. And the count is 0-1 on Tweet. Tyler Dupuis waiting on deck. Tweet checks his swing, holds back. Ryan Herron said he did not go around. The count now even at 1-1. 1-1 offering is fouled away by Tweet down the line at a play. Count now 1-2. Strike 3 call. Tweet goes down looking. Jan gets out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down. The Jackfish go here in the second inning. We're tied at 1 apiece here at Hastings Stadium.
heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up. I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up.
Welcome back to Hastings Stadium. Bottom of the second inning we go between the Welland Jackfish and Guelph Royals. We're tied at 1 apiece. Brandon Underhill working into his second inning of work. We're dealing with Josh Garton, Drew Durst, and Ethan Hammond due up in the inning. Both teams striking for solo blast in the first inning. Jonah Weisner, the first batter of the game, with a solo blast just underneath the scoreboard in right field. Connor Morrow answering back for the Royals in the home half of the first inning with a solo blast to left over to Wellington Brewery's sign in left field. As Josh Garton will come to the plate. Garton will do his traditional tap the umpire on the back, tap Mellon on the back here and say, hi, how you doing? Before stepping into the box here. Garton back to the green bat, I see, so looks like he's trying something different here. He's been struggling a little bit at the plate, been chasing a lot of pitches out of the zone. Just not trusting himself. His average down to 278. Watches that one in all the way for the strike. Didn't like the look at it and has a deep breath at the plate here before stepping back in. Count 0-1 from Underhill. Watches that one sail outside for a ball, even the count at 1-1. And thank you for tuning in on Royals TV, wherever you may be watching. I know a lot of Welland Jackfish fans watching but not saying much. We don't bite here, honest. As long as you keep it positive and about baseball, we're all good. Underhill gets the sign from Mullen, his 2-1 offering to Garton. Comes inside for a ball. Garton picks up the baseball, flips it back to Mullen, and the count now 3-1 in Garton's favor. Three-one offering is fouled away by Garton and run the count to full at 3-2. Drew Durst waiting in the wings, the designated hitter tonight. Durst had a great start down in Chatham Kent. Fortunately went for naught through 5 innings. He'll likely see another couple innings at some point to qualify as a postseason as a pitcher as well. He should have enough at bats to qualify too. Garton hits the liner at first base. Fielded by the first baseman cleanly, and there's one away. 3 unassisted will go to put out for the first out of the inning. Drew Durst now, the Texan, will come to the plate. Batting .300 on the season. Of course, he was acquired just at the signing deadline by the Royals. When Claudio Custodio was unfortunately unable to secure his visa, so they went with Durst instead. It's always hard to get visas this time of year, especially when you've got like a 40 to 50 day waiting window. Durst pops the first pitch he sees up in the air. Dupuis calling for it. He's backpedaling, and he'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. Last time I saw Tyler Dupuis here, he took one off the head here, so that one's a little more cleanly hit, a little more cleanly fielded. You can't discount that young man at shortstop's athleticism. Reminds me a lot of a young Eric Lasky. That's a name from the past a lot of Royals fans will know, but not too many people in the Jackfish organization probably know who that is. Lasky, of course, was a reigning MVP 3 times in a row here in a Royals uniform, 92, 93, and 94, I believe, or 95. I can't remember which year it was. They did win 3 in a row. He was instrumental in teaching a lot of young kids in this area how to play the shortstop position. First pitch to Ethan Hammond is called for a strike. Underhill works again. He has 0-1 offering. Misses low for a ball. Count even at 1-1. Bottom of the second inning here. We are in a 1-1 tie if you're just tuning in. Pair of solo blasts in the first inning. This one's chopped by Hammond, but that's going to go foul for strike 2. Underhill gets the sign. 1-2 offering is fouled away by Hammond again to stay alive at 1-2. Of course, it's time of the year where you do a lot of scoreboard watching. Or in my case, I had 3 games on the computer monitors in the office at home. If we would have had a 4th game going on, I was going to have to borrow somebody else's monitor or watch it on the phone. That one gets away from the catcher and evens the count at 2-2. Ashton Patterson waiting in the wings should Hammond reach base with 2 away. Hammond lofts this one in the right field. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder, and he's aboard with a 2-out single. The 3rd hit of the night for the Royals here. Patterson coming in batting the action, 187 on the season. Never too concerned about his offensive numbers. It's what he does defensively for these Royals. He's able to track down baseballs that most people can't get to. Always has been. Of course, he was a standout with the Guelph Griffins for many years and then the Silver Creeks as well. His first offering shows bunt and puts it perfectly bunt down the line, but it unfortunately just rolls foul. And we just a strike 1 here. A valiant effort. Unfortunately, the ball just didn't catch the edge of the grass. They got the dirt and kept rolling down the line and went foul. Underhill gets the sign from Mullen. Looks Hammond back at first. His 0-1 offering. Patterson lines this one up the middle. It's going to get through. Hammond on his horse. He's digging hard. He's going to 3rd. 1st and 3rd for the Royals with 2 away, and Andy Leader coming to the plate. Go down as a single. Give Hammond the heads-up play on that wall. The ball just went through the infield and then died before the center fielder, allowing Hammond to take 3rd. Leader, who grounded out 6-3 to start the ball game, is 0 for 1 in the contest. Has a runner in the scoring position and an opportunity to give the Royals the lead here in the 2nd inning. Jackfish are holding Patterson on at first. Leader takes strike 1 high. And Underhill ahead of the count at 0-1. Leader hits this one into left center field, and it's going to be caught on the run by the center fielder to end the inning. A great catch by the center fielder. Royals strand a pair of base runners. We're still knotted at 1-1 here at Hastings Stadium. Back with the top of the third when we come back after the break. Top of the third inning we go here at David E. Hastings Stadium, and a 1-1 tie between the Welland Jackfish and your Guelph Royals. Thank you so much for tuning in on YouTube and Royals TV as Tyler Dupuy pops the first pitch he sees. Josh Garton calling for it. He'll make the catch, and Dupuy is retired on the F3. Route number 1. Out-of-town scoreboard once again. Brantford up 1-0 in Kitchener in the game that matters, all that. The Brantford Red Sox on a solo blast by Gus Wilson in the first inning with that early 1-0 lead over the Panthers at Jack Couch Park. Mark Perry, our counterpart, and Mike Gervis calling that game, which I'm sure most of you have tabbed on over there, especially with the Jackfish fans. At Bernie Arbor, Caden Cardoso with a two-run blast in the first inning. Champ Gardner with a solo blast in the second. Give the Majors a 3-0 lead over the Hamilton Cardinals. That one's in there for a called strike, and the count quickly 0-2 on Ethan Hunt. Hunt not a fan of either of those two calls. Hunt batting .271 on the year. That one misses outside for a ball. Good place to miss from Land. Hunt having a conversation with Ryan Harrenby, the plate umpire. And the count is 1-2. I have the feeling Ethan Hunt was probably good at limbo in high school. Way he crouches down here. Don's 2-2 offering is lined at the shortstop. Morrow up with it on the bounce. He'll throw across to Diamond and trying to get him on the 6-3 putout. 2 away here to start the third inning. Going to bring up Jonah Weiser, who's 1 for 1 in the contest. He took the the fourth pitch he saw of the ball game over the fence, just underneath the scoreboard here in right field. Couldn't have said it better myself, Gene. Thank you so much for those comments. Ball 1 there on Weisner. That one's in there for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. Weisner didn't like that call either. One offering is in there for a called strike 2. The count now 1-2 on Weisner. Jan gets a sign from Torres. 1-2 offering is fouled away by Weisner. Got enough to stay alive at 1-2. Braden Farrington with the rare start for the Majors tonight. Of course, the Majors and Royals playing 5 baseball games this week, so pitching staffs are definitely going to be tested this week. Ground ball to Takamatsu, who's up with it cleanly, throws the first in time. It's another 3-up, 3-down inning for the Jackfish. Royals coming to bat when we come back after the break, and a 1-1 tie. Bottom of the third inning we go here at David E. Hastings Stadium. Thanks you so much for tuning in on Royals TV. I'm Neil Sriwastawa. 1-1 between the Welland Jackfish and your Guelph Royals as Connor Morrow, who homered in the first inning, comes to play. Blake Brandon Underhill on for the second time. A lot of scoreboard watching going on, of course. No peel down the first. Morrow did not go around. That is ball 1 on Connor Morrow. Morrow, who homered in the first inning to tie the ball game at 1 apiece. 1 of 3 hits the Royals have tonight. Chops this one right at the second baseman. He'll field it on the bounce, throw to first in time. Tweed up with it. 4-3 goes the put out. Morrow's retired for the first out here in the third inning. And Franklin Torres, who singled with the batter. My apologies. Royals have 4 hits. I'm rusty. Well, Linda, thank you so much. It's so great to be back doing what we love doing. Won't be able to do road games for a while, but I do appreciate it. We do have surgery coming up at some point to deal with our gallbladder issues, so we're going to be staying close to home. Try not to get too animated either. But I do have to say thank you to the Jackfish fans and everything else during their hospitality during the All-Star game. I had an absolutely wonderful time despite the health issues I was undergoing. I had no idea I was undergoing at the time. But it was great to see the ballpark and see all the improvements and get the tour of the stadium. And thanks to Jason McKay and Ryan Harrison for their hospitality and just to the Jackfish fans as a whole. As Torres hits this one on the line, it's going to drop in front of the left fielder, and he's going to be aboard with a 1-out single. We're at that point of the night here in left field where the lights become a factor and the sun now that has gone down is a little bit of a factor as well, so it's just hard to get a read as you're a left fielder in this ballpark. Takamatsu, who struck out swinging in the first inning. Not sure which team they're cheering for. I think the Jackfish have paid off some of the kids in the stands. Takamatsu fouls off the first offering from Underhill for strike 1. Well, we appreciate it, Linda. You guys put on quite the show at the All-Star game. Sorry I didn't get a chance to stay for the whole game. I was there for the home run derby. Got to talk with a lot of the guys. Got to give them some photos and some other stuff, and got a chance to catch up. This was lined up, but Dupuis up with it. Throw it to first, not in time, but a great effort by Tyler Dupuis at shortstop to get Torres diving back to first. Takamatsu retired on the line drive 6 for the second out of the inning. J.D. Williams with the batter. He reached on a fielder's choice to end the first inning. We'll work on it, Buck, I promise. We'll work on it. This one gets away from Mullen, and Torres will move up to second base on the wild pitch. Now in scoring position for J.D. Williams, and ball 1 on the count. We do appreciate the feedback. We do listen to and look at it all. Williams hits a rope on the shortstop. Dupuis up with it, throws it across the diamond to first in time, and he's retired. 6-3 goes the putout. Royals strand a base runner. Here in the third inning, we're still tied at 1 apiece. Back with the top of the fourth inning after the break when we continue. Top of the fourth inning here at David E. Hastings Stadium. You're watching Royals TV. 1-1 is the score between the Guelph Royals and the Welland Jackfish. Gio Morello will lead things off, followed by Jake Sanford and Robert Mullen do up in the inning here to face Hector Yan working into the fourth inning of work. Both teams trading solo blasts in the first inning for the lone runs in the contest so far. First pitch to the end for a strike on Morello. Jan getting ahead of the count at 0-1. Morello puts a charge in this one. Left fielder is underneath this one. Hammond is there. He'll make the catch, and there's one away. Sanford, the left fielder tonight, 0 for 1 in the contest. Was hitting absolute missiles out of this ballpark in batting practice. The word is when he gets hot, he hits them in bunches, so the league's probably hoping that he keeps cool. But we saw his power on full display a couple weekends ago. I think it was last Thursday, hit 2 home runs that were absolutely the deepest part in Welland Stadium, both about 450 feet away. So he takes ball 1 from Jan. Lines this one up the middle for a base hit, and he'll be aboard with 1 away. That'll definitely help the average. As he's 1 for 2 on the contest. Robert Mullen now, who leads the league in RBIs, will be the batter. Mullen flew out to center field to end the first inning. That one's in there for a called strike on Mullen. Count 0-1. Out-of-town scoreboard still the same. Brantford up 1-0 on Kitchener. Hamilton trailing the London Majors 3-0. That one is now in the 4th inning. That one misses outside for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1 here on Mullen. Mullen batting .335 on the season. It's a ground ball. Attacking Matthews not going to come up with that one. He'll be aboard. Runners at first and second with 1 away now for Mateo Porcelato. I'm not sure who those kids are cheering for. They got Guelph uniforms on, but they keep applauding the Jackfish. Marks, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, my friend. The ballpark's not the same without you. Ball 1 low to Porcelato. He fouls that one off. Leaves the count at 1-1. Porcelato 47 for 152 on the year, 7 home runs, 21 RBIs. Definitely has got to be in the conversation for league MVP. That one misses low for a ball. Count now 2 balls and a strike on Porcelato. That one misses outside for a ball, runs the count to 3-1. Yan seems to be rushing his pitches late a little bit here in this inning. Looks in for the sign from Torres. His 3-1 offering on its way momentarily. This one's popped in the air, but foul out of play. Run the count to full at 3-2. Steve Moretto will do up on deck. Dawson Tweet waiting in the hole. Should the inning continue that far? Jan and company looking for a ground ball. They can turn a double play and get out of this one. 3-2 pitch. Chopper right at Takamatsu. He'll go to second for 1. That's all they're probably going to get. Porcelato will leg out the infield for the fielder's choice. Wisely held on by Morrow. Runners now in the corners with 2 away.
First baseman number 15, Steve Moretto.
Porcelato reaches on the fielder's choice. Sanford goes to third. Mullins retired 4-6 on the putout. Moretto batting .220 on the year. Takes ball 1 outside and high. Count 1-0. Runner goes. Pitch misses upstairs. And the count now 2-0 in Moretto's favor. Moretto 32 for 145 on the year. 9 home runs, 28 RBIs. Seems to be battling the baseball a little bit right now. But he's still always dangerous at this plate. He fouls that one off. I got jumped. So used to being home watching it on TV right now. Forgot how close we are to the action now. I pulled a Dylan Baker. Of course, we razz Dylan because he still gets flinching even though he's so far back in the press box in London. He still flinches. That one misses low. The count is 3-1 on Moretto. If you're Yan in this situation, maybe you just take the bat out of his hand here and face Dawson Tweet. But Tweet's no slouch himself. 3-1 offering on its way. Misses inside low for ball 4. Moretto draws the bases loaded walk here. Jackfish loaded him up. And Dawson Tweet, who struck out in the second inning, will be the batter. Ball misses low to Tweet. Hector Yan beside himself on the mound here, and Dino Romero is going to take a breather here, have a visit with his pitcher, probably just to calm him down a little bit. Yan's overthinking too much here. And now we got some conversations going on here as well, and they issued a balk. Run's going to come home. Jeff Rose with the call. They're saying Yan didn't stop the last delivery. Jackfish take the 2-1 lead. Sanford will come home on the balk. Runners now at second and third with 2 away. Jackfish now leading this one 2-1. And now Yan having words with Ryan Herron, the plate umpire, and Jeff Rose as well. So Yan is definitely off his game now. And now Dino Romero taking up the case here for Yan. Torres having to pull back Yan here. Let Dino take this argument. Can't afford to lose a player in this situation. Especially not when we got 5 baseball games going on this week. Torres just trying to calm down Yan here. Well, we do have a break in the action. Yes, Gene, have been out of the action since All-Star game. At the Welland Jackfish All-Star game, I wasn't feeling that great, so I actually left the All-Star game after the home run derby. Went back to the hotel room. My fiance took one look at me and said, yeah, we're going home. And so we drove home. They drove the 2 hours back to Guelph that night. I went directly to the ER, and they found out I have gallbladder issues. I have a gallstone that is pretty massive, causing lots of pain. We got the pain taken away right now, so we were able to do some things. We had a drain in for a while. It came out earlier this week, which was kind of interesting. It just kind of popped out on its own, so I'll spare you the details. But, yeah, we had to go back to the ER, and the surgeon decided, yeah, you can just take the drain out. It's okay. Not in any pain or anything else, but I'm just still not traveling a lot of distance, so I won't be doing any games from London or Hamilton, at least not for the foreseeable future, but I will be doing some Royals home games whenever I can, whenever I feel up to it. And again, thank you for everybody in the inter-county for their support, all the messages, all the well wishes. Thank you all for just checking on us and everything else and wishing us well. I do sincerely appreciate it. Jenny appreciates it. The kids all appreciate it. It meant a lot to us. We all consider you guys very much our summer family. That one misses for a ball, and the count is 2-0. Sorry, getting a little choked up here too talking about it, but we're here. We're glad to be here. Just honored to be able to give you an opportunity to see the sights and sounds of this baseball game from wherever you're watching. Count is now 3-0 as Jan is pretty much completely come undone this inning. So yes, we'll be meeting with a surgeon on September 11th to discuss when we're going to have surgery. Likely closer to Thanksgiving. Because that was the original timetable we were given, and that one's going to miss inside. I guess he called that one a strike. I thought it was ball 4. My apologies. Or actually, I guess they called that one a box, so there's only 2 pitches on Tweet. That one's in there for a strike. Now it's 3-1. My apologies. The balk was not a pitch. And now Garton's even asking Jeff Rose about it. 3-1 offering. Tweet swings and misses for that one. And will run the count to full at 3-2. Tweet fouls that one off. The count is 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Popped in the air. Patterson has got a beat on it. He's backpedaling a little bit. He's underneath it. He'll make the catch. And the inning's over. Jackfish stranded base runners, but do get the lead on the balk call. Lead this one 2-1 as the home half of the 4th inning, with the Royals coming up trailing 2-1. Bottom of the 4th inning here at David E. Hastings Stadium. You're watching Royals TV. The Welland Jackfish leading the Guelph Royals 2-1. Putting a run in the top of the 4th inning courtesy of a bases-loaded balk call on Hector Jan. Josh Garton will lead things off for the Royals, who trail by a run here. Brandon Underhill looking around here before Garton gets set at the plate. Out-of-town scoreboard in Hamilton is the London Majors 3. Hamilton Cardinals 1. That one is in the 5th inning. At Jack Couch Park, it is Brantford Red Sox with a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 4th inning over the Kitchener Panthers. Brantford in a do-or-die situation. Garton fouls the first offering off from Underhill for strike 1. Gene, thank you so much for those words, and thank you for the support. Do appreciate it. And thanks to Sean Fuller, Ryan Aiken, and everybody else here behind the scenes at the Royals organization for being patient with us and letting us come back and do a game tonight. Mark Perry will be back on the call tomorrow night. We'll try to do our best to join him through a few innings anyways. We're not going to overdo it. misses low for a ball. Count now even at 1-1 on Garton for Underhill. Hard to see if there's actually activity down in the Jackfish bullpen or not, but it looks like Underhill is going to be out here for a while. That one's in there for a strike. The count now 1-2 on Garton. Garton goes down looking, and there's one away here as Underhill gets another strikeout. His second of the night. Underhill not known for getting a lot of strikeouts. He's more of a ground ball, fly ball pitcher, a la Greg Maddox. But he's effective as heck when he needs to be. Always has been. Drew Durst now the batter. Durst flew up to the shortstop his last time out. Takes ball one high. Count now 1-0 in his favor. Alan Goldberg, of course, the former umpire, asking the good question. How was the block call with the manager on the field? I'm guessing it was just a delayed call here. That's the only thing that can make any sense of that one, Alan. It was like Jeff Rodas was intended to call it, but Dino was already out so quickly to have a conversation with the on, seeing his pitcher was coming undone there. The count is 1-2 on Durst. Durst hits his liner down the line, but that's going to go foul. That's the only rational thinking I can think of. I'll have to ask Jeff Rose about that one if I see him on the way out. But I'm thinking it was just a delayed call that nobody heard that Rose was making, because they saw Dino coming out as well. Now we got kids on the field down the line here, just trying to get some souvenirs. Pedro de los Santos is in the chat as well. Heck of performance on Sunday, Pedro. Durst fouls that one off. The count will remain 2-2. Two offering is swung on a miss. Durst goes down on strikes on Underhill, third punch out of the night, and there's two away here in the fourth. They'll bring up Ethan Hammond, who singled up his last time up, got stranded at third base in the second inning. First offering from Underhill is out in the other half for strike one. Hammond behind the count, 0-1. Hammond fouls that one away. They run the count 0-2. Steps out of box, readjusts his equipment here, taps his shoes before stepping back in. Underhill gets the sign for Mullen. His 0-2 offering on its way momentarily. Hammond fouls that one away to stay alive at 0-2. More baseball is being run out to the plate umpire. Gavin McKenzie has been pretty busy tonight. As has the Welland Jackfish's little bat boy. One of the hardest working crews in the league. Those guys go everywhere. That one misses low for a ball. The count now 1-2 on Hammond. Hammond hits a chopper to the second baseman. He fields it cleanly. Tweed up with it. Throw to first in time. 4-3 goes your put out. The Royals go 3 up, 3 down here in the fourth inning. Back with the top of the fifth inning with the Jackfish leading this one 2-1 when we come back after the break. Welcome back to Hastings Stadium. Top of the fifth inning we go. Welland Jackfish leading this one 2-1 here on Royals TV. I'm Neil Sherwaswa. Thank you so much for tuning us in. I know there's another important ball game going on just up the Highway 7 here, so I understand if you're not watching ours. I'm not offended at all. First pitch in there from Hector Yan is 66th on the day. Is in there for strike one on Tyler Dupuy. Dupuy is 0 for 1 in the contest. He flew out to the first baseman in the third inning. Watches that one in there for a strike, and the count is 0-2 on TD6. Dupuy followed by Hunt, and the top of the order, and Jonah Weisner due up in the inning. Strike three call. Dupuy does not like that call, but not much of an argument. He walks back to the first base side dugout with one away. Another punch out for Hector Yan. They bring in Ethan Hunt, who grounded out 6-3 in the third inning, his first time up. Jackfish will get the 8th place finisher. Royals, Baycats, and Majors still jockeying for position in the top top 4 spots. They can't finish any worse than 4th, so they all have home field advantage. As mentioned off the top, the Royals and Majors play 3 times this week. It's like a mini playoff series. This one's grounded to the shortstop. Morrow up with it. Long throw across diamond. Garden unable to scoop the ball. And Hunt will be aboard on what we likely be called an E6 on the throw. Morrow rushed to throw a little bit. Didn't have enough mustard on it. And it bounced away from Garten. And the Jackfish have got a runner aboard here with one away to start the 5th inning. Jonah Weisner, who homered in the first inning, he's 1 for 2. Had a ground ball 4-3 in the third. Weisner shows bunt here. He went around, set the plate umpire. First strike one. Jan's offering comes sailing inside. Weisner had to duck out of the way. That'll even the count at 1-1. Gio Morello waiting on deck, followed by Jake Sanford in the hole should the inning continue that far. If you're Hector Yan, you want a ground ball here and get out of this one in the worst possible way. Weisner hits this one down the left field line. That's going to be trouble. It's going to drop in and roll all the way to the corner. Hammond up with it. He'll cut it off. He throws to second. Weisner in there safely with the double. Runners at second and third with one away. As Gio Morello will come to the plate with runners now both in scoring position. Give Weisner to double down the line. That is the Jackfish's fourth hit of the contest. Infield in now, knock this one down. You're looking back runners and going to first with it. Unless the Jackfish break towards the plate here. Morello is 0 for 2. He struck out in the first and flew at the left field in the fourth inning. Takes ball one inside, count 1-0. There is some activity down in the Royals bullpen. Doesn't look like anybody's throwing yet, but there are some people jogging behind the fence. Definitely got to get more lights out there. It's very dark to see out there. I don't imagine how difficult it is to warm up out there. As Morello swings and misses that offering, count now 2 balls and a strike. A big swing and miss by Morello. And the count is 2-2. This one's lined over the head of J.D. Williams in the third. That's going to score another run. The Jackfish make it a 3-1 ball game. Gio Morello with a 1-out single. Give him the RBI. Runners on the corners for the Jackfish. And now a 3-1 ball game. Sanford, who singled his last time up, flew it to center field in the first inning. Sanford came home to score in the fourth via the balk. Checks the swing. Did he go around? Umpire Newell said he did not go around. That's ball one. Robert Mullen winning on deck, followed by Mateo Porcelato. As Sanford took a big swing on that one. Evens the count at 1-1. Breaking ball that broke inside on his hands. Evens the count. Jan gets the sign from Torres. Looks to runner back at first. 1-1 offering. Misses outside and low for a ball. 2-1's the count now. That one misses inside, runs the count to 3-1. Garton holding Morello tight at first. We'll have to see if he backs off here on this play. 3-1 offering. It's chopped at first base, but it's going to go foul and out of play. First base coach unable to make that play. And the count is full on Sanford. This one's chopped over the head of Garton. That's going to be a fair ball. It's going to drop in. 1-1 will score. Throw to second base. They're not going to get him in time. And it's now the Jackfish leading this one 4-1. Give Sanford the RBI double. And the Jackfish increased their lead here. Morello to third. Sanford's at second. Robert Mullen will bat now with one away. And the infield will come in once again here, just trying to keep this game at a three-run deficit. That one misses low for ball one. Porcelato waits on deck. Moretto behind him in the hole. And needs a ground ball out in the worst possible way here. This one's popped in the air on the infield. Torres, and nobody's going to call for this, going to drop in, and everybody will be safe. Goes off the glove of J.D. Williams as some communication or miscommunication in the infield. Mullen will reach on the air on the third baseman. In that situation, you don't want a pitcher making that call. He should be a traffic cop and getting the heck out of the way. But nobody yielded there, and three guys, or actually four guys, were looking at that baseball come down. And Dino Rommel will be out having another conversation with his pitcher here. Doesn't look like there's anybody throwing down the line here for the Royals. And now Ryan Herron is going to come out here to break this one up.
Last call for 53 minutes. Last call.
They're signaling that as a mound visit. That's the second one charged to the Royals. They do have four left. As Mateo Porcelato will come to the plate now. He is 0 for 2 in the contest. Did reach on a fielder's choice in the fourth inning. And grounded out 4-3 in the second inning. Takes strike one on the inner half. That one is called a strike on the outer half. Porcelato looking down the line for some help. Not making eye contact with the plate umpire. 0-2 offering. Swung on and missed. Porcelato goes down on strikes, and there's two away. Going to bring up Steven Moretto. Moretto is 0 for 1 in the contest. He flew at the center field in the second inning, walked in the fourth inning. Jackfish would love to get this man's bat going again. Does have 9 home runs on the season, but a lot of strikeouts. Takes ball one outside. Bases loaded, 2 away here in the top of the fifth inning. Jackfish up 4-1. As Moretto swings and misses on that pitch. First strike two. Sorry, strike one. Count is 1-1. That one misses upstairs. It runs the count to 2 balls and a strike. Moretto swings and misses that one. Runs the count to 2-2. Yan adjusts his caps and adjusts his footing before towing the rubber. Looks in for Torres for the sign. His 2-2 offering on its way to Moretto is fouled away. We'll do it again at 2-2. 2-2 offering. This is outside for a ball. They run the count to full. Runners will be going on the pitch to home. Defense will take a few steps back here on the infield, knowing they have to go across the diamond here. 3-2 offering. This is upstairs for a ball, and that's a bases loaded walk for Hector Yon. Jackfish increased the lead to 5-1.
Second baseman number 20, Dawson Tweet.
That'll bring up Dawson Tweed, who's 0 for 2 in the contest. Struck out in the second inning. Flew out to center field to end the fourth. The ninth batter of the inning here in the fifth inning for the Jackfish. Tyler Dupuy led off the inning with a strikeout. And Tweet wears that one inside, and so does Torres. Got that one somewhere in the midsection. And that's not good. That one deflected off Tweet and into Torres. Another run will come home. Lacey Scott, the Royals trainer, out to look at Torres. Hector Yan out to help translate. Looks like team photographer and paramedic Gar Fitzgerald out there as well. We're going to take a quick break from the action. We'll come back once we know what's going on here, folks. Welcome back to Hastings Stadium. Franklin Torres has unfortunately had to leave due to injury. And with that, Hector Yan has left the ball game as well. Reese Montgomery takes over on the hill as the Royals make the call to the bullpen, brought to you by our friends at Lucky Belly Food Co. When hunger strikes, make the call to the belly. You can find them on Woolwood Street at Woodlawn Road here in Guelph. Montgomery will come in with the bases loaded. Jackfish leading this one 6-1 here in the 5th inning. Jackfish sending 10 base runners to the plate now, as Montgomery will get as many warm-up pitches as he needs to, as I'm believing they're considering it a dual injury here. Montgomery was warming up in the bullpen, so it looks like he is done. And we'll get back to the action here. Jackfish have batted around. Tyler Dupuis led this inning off with a strikeout. He's now the 10th batter of the inning. Yeah, we're all hoping Franklin's okay, but not sure what he did. It looks like it might have taken off at the wrist. Might have got him in the midsection. Not sure. Of course, up the road, up the Highway 7, is a 2-2 ball game between the Red Sox and Kitchener Panthers, as the Panthers have rallied to tie that ball game at 2 apiece. Montgomery's first pitch misses for a ball on Dupuis. Dupuis is 0 for 2 in the contest. Pop out the first and a strikeout here in this inning. That one's called a strike, and the count is 1-1. One offering. Dupuis lines this one in the left field into the gap. This might be trouble. Hammond is over there. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. That one just hung up in the air a little too long for Tyler Dupuis and company, but the Jackfish have made it a 6-1 ball game. Royals coming to bat in the home half of the 5th inning, down by 5, when we come back after the break. Welcome back to Hastings Stadium. Bottom of the 5th inning we go. The Jackfish leading this one 5-1, as Ashton Patterson will come to the plate. If you were watching on Point Streak and wondering what happened there, once the team goes through the batting order until Point Streak realizes it's the same inning, it goes a little screwy. It's been doing that since day one. Our apologies. Everything should be back to normal, though. It's usually that first or second batter after the team bats around that it just kind of goes a little loopy for. Patterson takes that one in for a ball, and the count is 2 balls and a strike from Brandon Underhill. Patterson got a single his last time up. Pops this one foul. And the count now is 2-2. Underhill gets the sign for Mullen. His 2-2 offering to Ashton Patterson. Patterson lines this one up the middle, and he's going to have himself his second base hit of the night. Of course, Patterson very familiar with Brandon Underhill from his Brock days against the Griffins. Sure, they've seen each other several times, both at this ballpark and in St. Catharines. As Andy Leader will bat now with the leadoff man aboard, and the Royals down by 5 here in the 5th inning. That one's in there for a called strike on Leader. Leader is 0 for 2 in the contest. Grounded at 6-3 in the 1st inning and flew up to center field in the 2nd inning. As Underhill settled in after that 1st inning. Leader tags this one deep to center field. Center fielder backpedaling. He'll be underneath this one. And Patterson will have to go back to first. Just a long fly ball out for Andy Leader.
Number 6, Connor Morrow.
As Connor Morrow comes out to Frank Sinatra's Fly Me to the Moon. It's hard not to sing along to that song. But nobody needs to hear that tonight. Even Jenny in front of us is not in agreement. So yeah, even when the fiance is on that one. That one's up in the air. And Patterson steals the base with ease. He gets himself into scoring position. And ball one's the count on Connor Morrow. Morrow has homered in the contest for the only run for the Royals, snapping the 26-inning streak that Jackfish had held the Royals off the score sheet. Coming to action tonight. Underhill gets the sign from Mullen. Looks for runner back. That one misses low, and the count is 2-0 on Connor Morrow. Now we know who the kids are cheering for. That one's a called strike on Morrow. Of course, they're getting ready to run the bases here, so I think they want the Royals to get a big inning. And Mullen and Underhill will have a conversation. Umpire goes out with it. Just make sure it's a discussion about signs, so it's not a mound visit. No visit is the signal from the plate umpire, Ryan Heron, sorry. Too many Ryans in the head tonight. Ryan Harrison, of course, the co-owner of the Jackfish and the director of fun down at the pond. This one's lined by Morrow into the gap. It's going to get down. Patterson will score. It's a 6-2 ball game. Morrow stops at first with a single and another RBI.
The catcher, number 23, Evan Ash.
Patterson knew that was in the gap, so he didn't even hesitate to make the return at third and head home. Evan Ash will be the batter now. He took over for Franklin Torres, who left in the top of the 5th inning with an injury. At Bernie Arbor Stadium, and the London Majors have now made it a 5-3 ball game. That one is in the bottom of the 6th inning. That one misses upstairs. Count is 2-0 on Evan Ash. Torres was 2 for 2 in the contest before leaving with that injury, a pair of singles. Royals and their fans hoping it's nothing too serious. With Torres. That one's called a strike on Ash. The count now 2 balls and a strike. Runner goes on the pitch. This one is chopped in the center field. A diving stop. He's not going to make the catch. Oh, now they got him doubled off. Runner at second base is now out. Morrow's like giving the base umpire a rough call here. You can't fault the umpire on that one. It's just unfortunately a no man's land here. Give Ash the fielder's choice, as they got an out, so they can't give him a single. And Morrow is retired 8-6 on the putout. Garrett Takamatsu will bat now. Dino Romel just pleading his case with the umpires, and it's been a rough night for the Royals. Garrett Takamatsu is 0 for 2 in the contest. Will bat now with 2 away and a runner at first base. Royals down by 4. It's 6-2 if you're just tuning in. Jackfish getting a run in the 4th inning to break the 1-1 tie. And then 4 more in this top of the 5th inning as they batted around. And Takamatsu takes ball 1 here from Underhill. Takamatsu gets a hold of one in the left field. That one is into the gap. It looks like it's going to get tracked down on the run by the left fielder. And Takamatsu and company are retired here in the 5th inning. Royals trailing by 4 as we hit the top of the 6th inning when we come back at the break. What they do last year. Brought to you by our friends at YMCA 3 Rivers. It's our favorite time of the night when the kids run the bases here at Hastings Stadium. Top of the sixth inning here at David E. Hastings Stadium. Thank you so much for tuning in on Royals TV. I'm Neil Srivastawa. Welland Jackfish leading this one 6-2 is manager Dino Romel still having conversations with both the crew chief and the plate umpire about the call in the last half inning. Out of town scoreboard once again. Just up the road and Highway 7 at Jack Couch Park, the Brantford Red Sox have rallied to take a 3-2 lead on an RBI single by Jeremy Veilleux. As his first offering is fouled off here by Ethan Hunt and is going to go out of play for strike one. Red Sox in a do or die situation. They lose, they are eliminated tonight. Their elimination number sits at 1. So a combination of a Red Sox loss and a Panthers victory anywhere this week, and it's game over for the Red Sox. Panthers will clinch the 8th and final playoff spot. That one misses for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1 on Ethan Hunt. Hunt reached on an error and came around to score in the 5th. Grounded out 6-3 his last time up before that. Lines this one in the center field. Patterson's got a beat on it. He's underneath it. He'll make the catch, and Hunt's retired on the F8 for the first out of the inning. At Bernie Arbor Stadium, the London Majors are leading that one 5-3. Jonah Weisner will be the batter now. He's got a double and a home run. 2 runs scored and a ground out, 4-3. So one thing we haven't seen this year in the IBL is somebody hit for the cycle. People have been close a couple of times, but it's been elusive. And we didn't see an immaculate inning. We had 2 last year. One by the Jackfish and one by the Brantford Red Sox. Isaiah Ramos. That one's in there for a strike. On Weisner, and the count is 0-2 in the favor of Reese Montgomery. That one gets away from Ash, but it's a ball in the dirt. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. One away here in the top of the 6th inning. Jackfish leading this by 4. Team has exchanged runs in the 1st inning. Jackfish took the lead 2-1 on a balk call in the 4th before tacking on 4 runs in the last inning. That one's fouled away by Weisner to stay alive at 1-2. But thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys have got a tab open on this one and you got a tab open on the other 2 games around the Intercounty tonight. Great to see playoff action getting about to get away. We're a week away from that. Kids are chanting like Mortal Kombat down there. Finish him. 2-2 offering is lined in the air to left field. Hammond has a read on it. He'll get underneath this one, and there's 2 away. Got to bring up Gio Morello, who singled and scored a run in the 5th inning, flew it to left field in the 7th, left field in the 4th, and struck out swinging in the 1st inning. Morello came into action batting .316. He is 1 for 3 in the contest. Of course, it'll be interesting to see who does take home with some of the hardware next week once the regular season is over. And the general managers from each of the teams vote on it. Be all-stars and be some Rookie of the Year. Two away. As that one's fouled away, and the count now 1-2. 2 out. Montgomery looks for the sign from Ash. His 1-2 offering on his way. Misses outside for a ball, runs the count to 2-2. Of course, the Rookie of the Year category is a little different up in the Intercounty. Rookie of the Year nominees have to be Canadian, cannot be former pros, And there are some limitations as far as if they've played last year or anything else as far as that stuff goes. So, unfortunately, Chatham Kent's Seth Strong is not eligible because he's a Canadian. Also, actually, in the Pecos League is also considered a professional league. So, unfortunately, Seth Strong is not eligible for Rookie of the Year, but he's definitely a leading candidate in the MVP conversation. As the inning is over, as we'll come back with the home half of the 6th inning after the break.
Hard-line drive up the middle. Whoa! Lindor out of nowhere. How did he do that?
That Lindor can play. I don't know about that hair. And don't get me started on those gloves.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
It's time for a revolution. The Rev 1X by Rollins.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at David E. Hastings Stadium. Thank you so much for tuning in to Royals TV. I'm Neil Srivastawa. Welland Jackfish leading the Royals 6-2 here as J.D. Williams will come to the plate. Brandon Underhill up to 81 pitches in this contest, as they affectionately call him Gumby for his rubber arm. J.D. Williams is 0 for 2 in the contest. Reached on the fielder's choice in the first to end the inning. Takes ball one high from Underhill. Jackfish sticking to their original rotation plans. That one misses for a ball, and the count is 2-0. Franklin Torres, if you missed it, had to leave the ball game due to injury in the 5th inning. Not sure what his extent of the injury is, but it looked like he was clutching his wrist or something up there. So hopefully it was just a bruise or something. He's able to come back. Be a huge loss for the Royals if he's unable to continue. As Williams will draw the 4-pitch walk here to start the 6th inning. Josh Garton will come to bat. He's 0 for 2 in the contest. He struck out and grounded out to the first baseman in the 2nd inning. Jackfish has definitely got a formidable rotation heading into this postseason. You got Ben Andrews will probably be your number 1. You got Ortega probably your number 2. And you have Saldana and then Brandon Underhill, depending if you need a 3rd or 4th starter as well available. That is a disengagement charge to Underhill as J.D. Williams drew his attention. Garton works with a 1-0 count in his favor. Watches that one sail outside, but called the strike on the outer half, even the count at 1-1. lot of fanatics in attendance here tonight, plus watching at home on YouTube. Oh, now Mullen gets one off the midsection here. He's okay. Trainer waves off the trainer. As that one is deflected by Garten. Underhill having a conversation with the plate umpire, Ryan Herron. And the trainer is going to come out to have a conversation with Mullen just to make sure he's okay. Don't want catchers dropping like flies in this ball game, not a week before postseason. Count now 1-2 on Garten. Underhill gets a sign from Mullen. Williams going on the pitch to throw down. Williams steals the base. Throw offline. Dupuis had to cut it off before it went into left or into right field. Count now 2-2 on Garten. Give Williams the stolen base. And Garten will bat now with a runner in scoring position and nobody away here in the 6th inning. Royals down by 4 at 6-2. That one misses just outside. And the count will run the full on Josh Garten. Underhill's 3-2 offer in the Garten. Misses outside for ball 4. Garten wasn't sure. He was almost going the other way. And now he'll make his way down to first base. Back-to-back walks here to start the 6th inning, and that's going to get Brian Esri out to have a conversation with Brandon Underhill. As Drew Durst will be the batter. The big Texan steps up to the plate here. Just delete it. Mound visit over. Underhill will stay out here, at least for one more batter. At Burning Arbor Stadium, the Hamilton Cardinals are still trailing the London Majors. It is now a 5-4 ball game in the bottom of the 7th inning. Just up the road on Highway 7, Jack Couch Park, the Brantford Red Sox clinging to a 3-2 lead. That game now in the bottom of the 7th inning. Brantford in a do-or-die situation. As Drew Durst now takes to the plate here. Durst hits the first pitch. He sees to left field. Left fielder is going to be underneath this one, though. And Durst is retired. Williams will tag, but bluffs the throw and gets the throw down the line here. One away as Durst flies out on the F7. And Ethan Hammond, who's 1 for 2 in the contest, will bat now. He's singled in the 2nd inning. Grounded out 4-3 in the 4th. We do love the conversation going on in the chat, folks, but please keep it on baseball. And nobody spoiled Deadpool. Still haven't seen it. I mean it. I will hunt you down. I'm not going to get mad or anything. I might just leave a water balloon on your front step. I have not seen it. This is my first outing in a month, really, so maybe we'll see that movie sometime soon. That one misses outside for a ball, and the count is 2-0 in Ethan Hammond's favor. Underhill definitely showing signs of tiring here in the 6th. But But he's done another great outing so far. Up to 94 pitches, 56 of them were strikes. Pitch number 95 on its way, and that misses outside for a ball. That'll run the count to 3-0 in Ethan Hammond's favor. Three-0 offering. Runners going on the pitch. Strike called. Mullen throws down to third. Almost Scott Williams, but he was safely underneath the tag as the runners moved up on the play. A double steal. Williams and Garton pulling that one off. Hammond fouls that one off. Runs the count to full at 3-2. Just past the 2-hour mark in this ball game. That one misses low. Hammond draws a walk, and the bases are loaded now for Ashton Patterson. Patterson, who's had Underhill's number tonight, he's got a pair of singles here, but he's not going to see him here as manager Brian Esri wasting no time here. Looks like he's going to get the hook for his young pitcher. But a great performance by Brandon Underhill once again on the mound for the Jackfish. We'll take the call for the bullpen. We'll take a quick break from the action. We'll be back with a new Jackfish pitcher when we come back in a moment. Bottom of the sixth inning here at David E. Hastings Stadium. The pitching change has occurred. Brandon Underhill leaves the ball game, and his replacement is the Jackfish number 2 man in the rotation, Ortega, who come in. 14 innings pitched so far, 13 strikeouts, a 0.0 ERA so far on the season. To say he's been dominant would be an understatement. He'll be facing 9-1-2 in the Royals order. Should the inning continue, Patterson batting the 9 spot is 2 for 2 in the contest. Going to be definitely a velocity change from Underhill towards Ortega here. 6-2 is the ball game here. The Jackfish leading. Bases loaded for the Royals, though. There's Patterson unloads this one, but it's going to go foul. Ashton Patterson timed it right, but just unfortunately hooked a little too much to the right there. Almost a reverse Carlton Fisk. Everybody else is starting to leave the other way. Just a long foul ball if you're a Royals fan. That one's in there for a strike on the hands, and the count is 0-2 on Patterson. O2 offering. Misses outside for a ball. Patterson had to hold back there. And it's 1-2. Andy Leader waiting on deck with one away. Ortega's 1-2 offering. Misses inside for a ball. They run the count to 2-2. Two offering is lined up the middle by Patterson. It's going to be caught by the center fielder. Runner will tag and come home. It's a 6-3 ball game. Give Ashton Patterson the sacrifice RBI on the F8.
Halfway there for your right fielder, number 11, Andy Leader.
Andy Leader will bat now with two away in a 6-3 ball game. That run is charged to Brandon Underhill. He's still responsible for two runners on bases at second and first, respectively. But Ortega doing his best to get him off the score sheet here in the inning. Now with two away. Leader swings through that first offering. First strike one. Breaking ball that broke late. Cross Leader up a little bit. He tried to hold the swing back. That one misses low for a ball. And the count is 1-1. Thank you so much for tuning in wherever you are watching on YouTube, on Royals TV. One offering. Misses outside for a ball. And the count now 2-1 in Leader's favor. Ortega looking at his feet positioning out there before toeing the rubber again. Gets a sign for Mullen. 2-1 offering is lined but hit foul by Leader. Evens the count at 2-2. Ortega absolutely dominant in his last performance on Friday evening against the Hamilton Cardinals. Just allowed the one hit for the Cardinals. Runs the count to full here on Andy Leader, though. Jackfish winning that ball game 2-0 on a well-pitched game by both sides. Runners going as Leader takes the ball for a walk here. Load the bases up again once again for Connor Morrow. Morrow is already homered in this ball game. Singled in the fifth inning and got thrown out on an odd 8-6 fielder's choice. Had a few discussions about the non-calls. Defensive just going through the alignment here, reminding yourself where they are here. Saw Moretto come in on the infield, maybe just looking for some reminders from Mullen. Asking if he should be holding the runner on. Or playing back here. Bases loaded, two away here in the sixth inning. Jackfish up 6-3. I'm confused. Not sure what that all was about there, but had Moretto in the infield. Then we had Brian Esri coming out to the edge of the grass here to have a conversation with umpires as well. And that is ball one to Connor Morrow from Ortega. Winnow offering is in there for a called strike, and the Royals faithful letting the plate umpire hear it with both barrels. Loud and clear in stereo. Can't repeat what that fan just said. But it got a chuckle out of some people here as Morrow swings through that one, and the count now 1-2. Royals needing a big knock here from Morrow. Keep this momentum going in their favor. Ortega's from the set. 1-2 offering. Misses low for a ball. Runs the count to 2-2. Royals getting a run back here to make it a 6-3 ball game here in this inning. It was 1-1 after the first. Jackfish took the lead in the fourth on a balk call with the bases loaded. They put up a 4 spot in the fifth. Royals answered back with 1 in the fifth and 1 in the sixth so far. 2-2 offering is fouled away by Morrow as he stays alive and hits that one down the line, and have about 17 kids going chasing that baseball in quest of a free freezy. Royals fans on their feet here in spurts, trying to get Morrow a hit. Ortega gets the sign from Mullen. His 2-2 offering on its way. Strike 3 call. Morrow watched that one break late. Thought it was a ball. Royals will strand the bases here in the 6th inning. They trail the Welland Jackfish by 3 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. It's a 6-3 ball game when we come back after the break. Top of the 7th inning we go here at David E. Hastings Stadium. Thank you so much for tuning in on Royals TV. The Welland Jackfish leading your Guelph Royals 6-3 here in the top of the 7th inning. Jake Sanford will face Reese Montgomery to start things off here. We got an uncertain hush over the crowd here as soon as the music cued off. Reese's Montgomery's first offering to Jake Sanford misses low for ball one. Lots of scoreboard watching going on, I'm sure, throughout the Intercounty tonight. As Sanford tags this one to right field, and Leader is not going to pull that one down. It's going to bounce off the top of the fence, and Sanford on his horse to second base with a leadoff double.
The catcher, number 34, Robert Mullen.
It's the only problem with wood fences. They take weird bounces and go in weird directions here. Leader thought he had a beat on that one, but unfortunately it was over to his left more. And Sanford had himself his second double of the contest. He is definitely heating up, to say the least. That'll bring up Robert Mullen, who is 1 for 3 in the contest. He singled, reached on an error, and flown out to center field. Montgomery will recollect himself here, force facing Mullen. Mullen jumps on the first offering for Montgomery. Fouls it away out of play for strike one. Montgomery's offering. Mullen gets a hold of this one deep to the left field, but Hammond will be there. He'll make the catch, and there's one away. Sanford not able to advance on the tag, and there's one away. A long F7 by Robert Mullen here in the 7th inning. 6-3 is the score in the favor of the Jackfish. As they built a 1-0 lead in the first inning. Royals answered back with a solo blast by Connor Morrow. We stayed that way till the 4th inning when a run came home when a bases loaded balk called by the umpires. Gave the Jackfish a 2-1 lead. The Jackfish made it at that point 6-1 with a 4-run 5th inning. Royals answered back with one in the 5th, one in the 6th for the 6-3 ball game. That one's in there for a strike. And Montgomery gets ahead of Porcelato here at a 1-1. Porcelato reached on a fielder's choice, struck out swinging, and grounded out 4-3 so far in the contest. Squares around to bunt that one, but does not get the call from the plate umpire. Says he pulled it back in time. The count's now 1-1. Steve Moretto waiting on deck with one away. Corners in. Up the middle back here. That one's a strike call. And the count now is 1-2 on Porcelato. Chat's definitely active tonight, at least according to the restream. Do appreciate you all tuning in and chiming in as well. This one is lined off the bat here. Porcelato comes up with a single. He's going to get the stop sign at third. Runners will be at first and third here for Steven Moretto.
First baseman, number 15, Steve Moretto.
Brandon Hunterhill started for the Jackfish. He went 5 in a third inning. Stands to take the victory should the Jackfish lead hold up. Moretto's got a pair of walks and an F8. 0 for 1 in the contest. Fouls off the first offering he sees from Montgomery for strike one. Runner goes on the pitch. 2 believe that was a ball call on Moretto. Count is 1-1. As Porchelato stole second base, uncontested. He was going on the read, though, so we gave him the stolen base. Moretto tags this one deep to left center field. Hammond has a beat on it. He'll make the catch. Runners will tag. And another run will come home. It's now 7-3 for the Jackfish. Give Moretto the sacrifice fly, F7, for the 7th run of the Jackfish's night.
Second baseman, number 20, Dawson Tweet.
Going to bring up Dawson Tweet, who's 0 for 2 in the contest. A strikeout, a fly out to center field, and been hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. When he got hit by the pitch, it deflected off and hit Franklin Torres, which you're thinking was off the wrist. Had to exit the ball game. The all-important ball game at Jack Couch Park is now in the top of the 9th inning. The Red Sox clinging to that 3-2 lead over the Kitchener Panthers. Other game in the Intercounty, the London Majors leading the Hamilton Cardinals 5-4. That one is heading to the 8th. Dawson Tweet has a 2-0 count in his favor from Reese Montgomery. Royals fans all over the plate umpire once again. Not liking a lot of his calls tonight. That one misses outside for a ball. Montgomery just looks like he's lost a strike zone here. That one gets away from the catcher. But that is ball 4. Tweet will take the 4-pitch walk. Runner at second base. Porcelato did not get a chance to advance, as Ash was able to track that one down in a hurry. Runners at first and second now, with 2 away for Tyler Dupuis.
The shortstop, number 6, Tyler Dupuis.
Montgomery's our first offering to TD6. It's popped in the air, not that deep. Morrow has a back pedal on it. He'll make the catch, and the inning's over. Jackfish do score a run to increase the lead to 4. So we did the 7th inning stretch here at Hastings Stadium. Royals down 7-3 when we come back. Bottom of the 7th inning here at David A. Hastings Stadium. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welland Jackfish leading the Guelph Royals 7-3. I'm Neil Srivastawa. New pitcher on the hill for the Welland Jackfish is Danny Howitt. Feeling like another Brock Badger game here as another former Badger into action here. Howitt will face Evan Ash, Garrett Takamatsu, and J.D. Williams due up here in the 7th inning. Royals down by 4. I got to say, I miss Danny's red glove. Got so accustomed to seeing it when he was a Badger. And I remember with the Red Sox as well. It was always easy to tell them apart. That one misses for a ball, and the count is 1-1 on Evan Ash. Ash swings through that one. The count is now 1-2. Still in the top of the 9th inning, up the road at Jack Couch Park. 2 away now in the top of the 9th. Red Sox do have a runner at third with 2 away. They are leading that one 3-2, desperately looking for an insurance run. Said to the home half of the 9th inning. 2-2 pitch misses outside, and that'll run the count to full here on Evan Ash from Danny Howitt. Strike 3 called. Ash retired for the first out of the 7th inning. And I'll draw the ire from the Royals faithful once again. Takamatsu will bat here. He's 0 for 3 in the contest. Struck out swinging in the first. Lined out to the shortstop in the 3rd inning. And flew out to left field in the 5th inning. On a long fly ball. Takamatsu lines this one into right field for a base hit. Drops in front of the right fielder. And the Royals have got a 1-out base runner here in the 7th inning.
Time to wake up the neighbors, Royal City. Here's number 8, J.D. Williams.
Red Sox failed to score a run in the top of the 9th inning. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th inning at Jack Couch. It's a 3-2 ball game. As Danny Howitt will face J.D. Williams here. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. Williams is 0 for 2 in the contest. Fielder's choice and a ground out 6-3. He walked and scored in the 6th. Takes another ball low here, and the count's quickly 2-0 in his favor. Howitt looks like he's more like aiming it than trying to throw it here. 2 offering. Popped in the air by Williams. Moretto underneath it. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away.
Let's keep it going for the first baseman, number 15.
Williams pops up on the F3, and there's 2 away now for Josh Garton. Garton walked in the 6th inning, struck out in the 4th, and grounded out to the first baseman, Moretto, in the 2nd. Royals fans would love to see Garton get into one here. He's long overdue for one. First pitch from Howitt misses outside for ball 1. That one's a called strike. Garton didn't like that call, and he's going to take a little walk here. Before having some words with Ryan Herron. One count here with 2 away now. Howitt gets the sign from Mullen, looks back the runner at first. Garton swings through that one. The count now 1-2. Just tuning in, Jackfish leading this one 7-3. Jackfish continuing to score in bunches. Garton pops this one, but foul it goes. And out of play. The count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. Garton swings and misses on that one. He'll go down on strikes, and the Royals inning is over here in the 7th inning. Off to the top of the 8th inning when we come back. The Jackfish leading this one 7-3 here at Hastings Stadium. Top of the 8th inning here at David Hastings Stadium. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm Neil Shrivastava. Welland Jackfish leading this one 7-3. As Ethan Hunt will lead things off against Reese Montgomery to start the 8th inning. Hunt is 0 for 3 in the contest. Has reached and scored on an error in the 5th. Flown out to center field in the 6th and popped out or grounded out 6-3 in the 3rd. Takes ball 1 inside. And Royals fans all over the plate umpire again, and they don't like the calls. Hunt pops this one in the air high. Leader has a beat on it. He's going to call for it. He'll make the catch. And Hunt's retired on the F9 for out number 1 here in the 8th inning.
Third baseman, number 4, Jonah Weiser.
Weiser takes strike 1 here. Weiser is got himself a double, a home run, and an F7 so far. Home run coming in the 1st inning. Scored a run on the 5th on the double. Pops this one off the end of the bat, and that will go foul for strike 2. Josh Lockinen still in the ball game up the road at Jack Couch Park, 3-2. He's got 2 outs here. He's facing Blake Jacklin in the bottom of the 9th inning. As Weiser hits the grounder right at Garton, he'll step on first himself. And there's 2 away here in the 8th inning.
Center fielder, number 11, Gio Morello.
Gio Morello will bat now. Pair of flyouts to center to left field, a single run scored and a strikeout for Morello on the night. Red Sox clinging to that 3-2 lead in a do-or-die situation for that ball club. First pitch to Morello misses for a ball. Count is 0-1. Sorry, 1-0. That one misses low again. Count now 2-0. This one's popped in the infield. Williams going after it, so is Ash. Ash makes the catch. Oh, no, he doesn't. It goes off his glove on the run. And it's just a foul ball. Difficult play for Evan Ash to even get to that baseball. Almost overran it. So it deflects off his glove and goes out of play. And that is a final score in from Kitchener. The Brantford Red Sox defeat the Kitchener Panthers 3-2 to stay alive to see another day. That one misses low. The count now 3-1 on Gio Morello. Chopped at Garten. He'll make the catch, and he'll step on the bag to complete the inning. 3 up, 3 down. The Jackfish go here in the 8th inning. Royals will come to bat. Was there work to do? They're down by 4 as we head to the 7-3 as we head to the home half of the 8th inning when we come back after the break. Welcome back to Hastings Stadium. I'm Neil Shrivastava. Quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by our friends at Rawlings, Canada. Final scores around the Intercounty. Hamilton Cardinals falling to the London Majors 5-4 at Burning Arbor Stadium. And more importantly, the Brantford Red Sox staying alive at least for another day, defeating the Kitchener Panthers 3-2 to stave off elimination this evening. Their magic number, elimination number, still remains at 1. As Danny Howe will face Drew Durst here, with the Royals trailing this one 7-3 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And a happy belated birthday to our dear friend Alan Ross, longtime ticket seller down at Christie Pitts. Great to see you in the chat, Al. Hope it's a great birthday. Sorry I didn't get a chance to message you yesterday. That one's a strike call, and the count quickly is 0-2 on Durst. Apologies if we're a little rusty tonight. It's been a while. Strike 3 call. Durst goes down looking. Howard gets the punch out, and there's one away. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in this evening, and welcome all the other fans from across the Intercounty. Probably just looking for something else to watch after the games are over elsewhere. thank you so much, Alan. It's great to be heard. Sure beats yelling at my television set from my bedroom or my office, which I'm sure Jenny is more than happy to see me at a ball game. Again, thanks to the folks at the Guelph General, thanks to Dr. Ward and everybody else for their amazing care of us while we were in the hospital. Of course, we're looking for surgery dates sometime, probably mid-September, early October. We'll find that out sooner than later. As the count is 1-1 on Hammond. Hammond lines this one up the middle for a base hit, and the Royals have got life here in the home half of the 8th inning.
Center fielder, number 50, Ashton Patterson.
Patterson with a sacrifice fly and 2 singles and a run scored tonight. Nice to see the young man putting it together here with the bat. Defensively, he's been outstanding all year. Patterson and Howitt have quite the history of going back to Brock and Guelph universities. It'll be tough to say who's got the advantage here. Patterson fouls off the first offering for strike 1. Howitt throws over. Hammond back safely. The first disengagement of the at-bat. Charge to Howitt. Patterson squares and bunts, but that one's going to go foul and out of play for strike 2. Patterson trying to use his skills here and his speed to find a way on base. That one misses for a ball. Count now 1-2. Ground ball hit to the third baseman. They'll flip to second. Oh, it's going to go in the outfield. Everybody's going to be safe. That'll be an E5 charged on the third baseman on that throw. Second baseman was nowhere near the base yet.
Number 11, Andy Leader.
Patterson will reach on the E5. And Andy Leader will bat with 2 on and 1 away. Connor Morrow waiting in the wings. Leader is 0 for 3 in the contest. Does have a walk in the 6th inning. Takes a strike on the outer half for strike 1. That one hits him, and he's going to go down to first to load the bases.
Leader hit by a pitch to load the bases. The shortstop, number 6, Connor Morrow.
And Connor Morrow will bat here with bases loaded. He's already got a homer in the contest and a single, 2 RBIs on the night. Looks like Brian Esri is going to come out and have a conversation here. Wants to check to see if his pitchers are ready out in the bullpen. That'll bring the entire infield in here. Somebody's running down there now to see what's going on down there. Doesn't look like anybody's throwing though. I can't see anybody over the shadows out there. There's about 5 or 6 pitchers down in the bullpen. And we did see a baseball go flying now finally. Probably more just to give Howard a breather here and say, reminder what you want to do on this coverage here. Only one away here in the home half of the 8th inning. Royals down by 4. But Connor Morrow definitely capable of changing that in a hurry. Usually in a situation like this, you would see Mike Muller probably getting loose, followed by Davey Mendez. Looks like we're going to have, well, looks like Hammond had to go change his helmet here. Bases loaded, one away here for Connor Morrow. Royals down by 4 at 7-3. Royals fans have been relentless on the plate umpire all game long. Morrow takes ball 1 outside. Welland tried to pull that one back in, but to no avail. Mullen holds on to that one as Morrow swings through that one for strike 1. Evan Ash waiting on deck for Franklin Torres, who had to leave the ball game with an injury in the 5th inning. That one swung on and missed by Morrow, and Howitt's got him on the ropes at 1-2. His 1-2 offering. Misses low in the dirt. That'll even the count at 2-2. Great stop by Mullen behind the dish here to keep that in front of him and prevent a Royals run from coming home. Next home game for the Royals is tomorrow night. Game time is 7:30 against the London Majors. As the Majors and Royals will have a mini 3-game series before the playoffs. That one misses upstairs, and that'll run the count to full on Connor Morrow. Just one away, so runners will be staying put. They had to remind each other not to take off on this pitch. Only one out. Don't want to get yourself doubled off here. You're freezing on a line drive and making sure it's through the hole before you go anywhere. Morrow pops this one foul up above our heads here, and then we'll do it again at full and 3-2. Thank you so much, Cubby. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, Chris. I'm glad to be here. I missed it. More than most people know. That one misses upstairs. It's a bases loaded walk for Connor Morrow. His 3rd RBI of the night. And the Royals climb within 3 here. And that is going to bring out Brian Esri once again, and that is going to be the end of the night here for Danny Howitt. We'll take a brief pause in the action as we get the pitching change to happen here for the Jackfish. Don't go anywhere. Back in a few. Welcome back to Hastings Stadium, bottom of the 8th inning. Now a 7-4 ball game as Mike Mueller takes over on the hill for the Welland Jackfish. Jackfish sticking to their plan, going to their setup man here in the 8th inning, probably, albeit a little earlier than they probably anticipated. Which means we're getting closer and closer to Davey Mendez territory. His first offering is deflected off Mullins, sorry. Man, catchers are dropping like flies today. That's not good. Robert Mullins just getting himself a minute here to collect himself. As the trainer is going to come out and have another conversation and a look here. I don't envy these guys in the least here. That was a swing and a miss by Ivan Ash. You don't want to lose catchers not a week before postseason, that's for sure. Or at any juncture. Mullins, a gamer, wants to stay in here, though. Wants to help his team get to their 30th win of the season. Ash has a couple of words, of course, another fellow catcher. A lot of respect between these two guys, I'm sure. Mueller looks in for the sign with an 0-1 count. Ash tags this one into right field, not that deep. Right fielder will make the catch. Runners will tag. The throw to the plate is going to be cut off. Our run comes home. It's a 2-run ball game. It's 7-5. Give Evan Ash the sacrifice fly, F9. Royals kept the lead to 2.
Number 4, Garrett Takamatsu.
Leader did go to third on the tag play. Runners now at first and third for Garrett Takamatsu with 2 away. Strike called. And the count is 0-1 on Garrett Takamatsu. Takamatsu singled his last time up. Thrown out to left field, lined out to the shortstop, and struck out swinging in the first. Runner goes on the pitch. Takamatsu fouls it away, and the count is runs to 0-2 here. Morrow was just trying to stay out of the force play at second base on that play. Moretta holding them close at first. Mueller looks in for the sign. Ground ball hit to the second baseman. Tweed up with it. He'll throw to first, and that's going to end the inning. Royals do get a run back. They're trailing 7-5 at the top of the 9th inning here at Hastings Stadium when we come back after the break. Top of the ninth inning we go here. The Welland Jackfish leading the Guelph Royals 7-5. Thank you so much for tuning in on Royals TV. I'm Neil Srivastawa. Glad to have you along with us this evening. As Reese Montgomery is still out there on the hill for the Royals. Big swing and a miss on that first offering by Jake Sanford for strike one. That one misses upstairs for a ball. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sanford. Sanford will be followed by Robert Mullen and Mateo Porcelato in the inning. Montgomery tries to get readjusted here on the mound. One-two offering. This is outside for a ball. Counts now 2-2. On Sanford. Sanford gets a hold of one down the right field line. Leader giving it chase, but it's going to be out of play. Leader's still going for that baseball. Somebody's got to remind Andy that outside of track is out of play. But Andy Leader almost went crashing through a fence out there in no man's land. Probably why Leader played center field and catcher. So things like that didn't happen. That one misses for a ball, and the count will be full on Sanford. Can't question the effort out there, but that was like way foul and way out of play. Leader almost ran into the tree and then almost ran into the fence. Three-two offering. Misses inside for a ball. And Sanford draws the walk and draws the ire of the Royals faithful who've stuck around here in the ninth inning. Robert Mullen will bat with one on and nobody away.
Number 34, Robert Mullen.
Mullen is 1 for 4 in the contest. Reached on an error, singled. Thrown out to right field and, thrown out to center field and left field so far in this contest. Ball one misses low in the dirt for Montgomery. Montgomery now at 81 pitches since taking over in the 5th inning for Hector Yan. That one misses low again. And the count is quickly 2-0 on Robert Mullen. Mullen gets underneath this one, pops it up in the air. J.D. Williams, the third baseman, giving it the chase. He'll make the catch. And Mullen's retired for the first out here in the 9th inning on the F5. Sanford stayed at first on that one.
Right fielder, number 10,
Mateo
Mateo Porcelato.
Porcelato, the right fielder, will be the batter now. He's 1 for 4 in the contest. A single in the 7th inning. Reached on a fielder's choice, struck out swinging in the 5th, and grounded out 4-3 in the 2nd inning. Ground ball hit the Takamatsu. He'll bobble, but throw second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. Takamatsu was able to recover to get the force out on the lead runner. Porcelato will reach on the fielder's choice.
Number 15, Steve Moretto.
And Steve Moretto will come to the bat now. Moretto 0 for 1 in the contest. Does have a sacrifice fly, has been walked twice, and an RBI. 7-5 is your score if you're just tuning in here in the 9th inning. Strike one called on Moretto. Correction, Moretto's got a pair of RBIs. He got a bases loaded walk in the 5th inning. That one's a called strike, and he's quickly behind the count at 0-2. Montgomery looks for the sign from Ash. Runner goes. Ball's in the dirt. Ash tries to throw down, but not in time. Porcelato steals the base. With 2 away. Take away the force set at second base. Royals will have to go across the diamond now. Should Moretto make contact. This one's fouled down the left field line and out of play. The count will remain 1-2. Check swing. Did he go around? First place umpire Jeff Rose says yes, he did, and that's the inning. Moretto goes down on strikes. Royals will come up to bat with a little bit of work to do as they trail the Jackfish by 2 as they head to the home half of the 9th inning. We come back after the break. Bottom of the 9th inning here at David Hastings Stadium, and who else for the Welland Jackfish would be on the hill when the game's on the line but number 41, Davey Mendez. If his presence doesn't give away the sound of the baseball hitting the glove after he throws, it definitely announces it for you. Royals will send up Williams, Garten, and Durst here, due up to face Mendez. So Williams jumps on the first offering from Mendez to center field. Looks like it's going to be caught by the right fielder, though, and there's 1 away.
Let's keep it going for your first baseman, number 15, Josh Garten.
Williams retired for the first out, and Josh Garton will be the batter now. Garton's got a pair of strikeouts, a walk, and a ground out to the first baseman in the second inning. Jane, thank you so much for those well wishes. It's great to be back in any capacity whatsoever, so we'll just take it easy. As Garton comes to the plate here to face Mendez. Takes ball one high and outside. Mendez steps off the rubber, adjusts his cap, regrips the baseball, looks in from the sign for Mullen. The 1-0 offering. Misses inside for a ball. And the count is 2-0 in Josh Garton's favor. Mendez steps off the mound, does a little walk behind it, toes the back of the rubber here before readjusting. Two offering. This is upstairs for a ball, and that runs the count to 3-0 on Garton. Drew Durst expected to be on the on-deck circle here for the Royals after that, and Ethan Hammond behind him should the inning continue to that point. Garton can't believe it. He put the bat down and takes a strike one call here. Count now 3-1. Garton will readjust his armbands here before grabbing his bat and focus up again. Mendez toes the rubber, puts the ball in the glove one more time here, gets the sign from Mullen. His 3-1 offering. Now Garton will take the walk down to first. Tying run will come to the plate in the form of Drew Durst. The tall Texan will come to the bat now against Mendez. His first career appearance against Mendez. Not sure what kind of scouting report you could give him to face Mendez other than he throws really fast and it's got lots of movement. Good luck. Big swing and a miss by Durst on strike one. Mendez is the one offering. Durst swings and misses off the glove and into off the bat, and into the glove for strike two. Mendez now in his comfort zone, got a batter up 0-2. Offering. Misses outside for a ball, count 1-2. Ethan Hammond waiting on deck, looking for an opportunity here. Should Durst reach base or strike out or get out? Garton with a conservative lead at first. 1-2 offering. Called strike three on Durst. He does not like the call as he walks away here. Royals down to their last out as Mendez gets another punch out. Ethan Hammond will be the batter now. Hammond's got a pair of singles, a walk, and a ground out 4-3, plus a run scored. First pitch to Hammond misses upstairs for ball one. Ashton Patterson waits on deck. Should Ethan Hammond get on board? Royals down their last out. Down by a pair of runs, 7-5. That one's in there for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. Mendez a sign from Mullen. 1-1 offering. Popped foul off to our left here. And the count will run to 1-2. Royals down to their last strike. Royals fans that are stuck it out here are trying to urge Ethan Hammond to continue this inning. Jackfish fans hoping for the opposite. Hoping for Mendez to punch him out here. 1-2 offering on its way. Hammond hits a liner at the shortstop. Dupuy up with it, flip to second, and that's going to the force out, and that's the ball game. The Welland Jackfish, for the third time in 3 years, have reached 30 wins on the season. They defeat the Guelph Royals this evening, 7-5, in a well-played game by both sides. And it could be potentially a matchup later in the playoffs once the postseason gets rolling. Next home game for the Royals is tomorrow night. They host the London Majors in the first of a 3-game series against the Majors. Game 2 is Friday night at Labatt Park, 7:35 start. And, of course, the final game and the final home game for the Royals is Saturday night at 7:30. For everybody else in attendance tonight, thank you so much for tuning in on YouTube. For our producer, Jacob Chappelle, I'm Neil Shrivastava. Have yourself a great evening.